Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Tales from Tuatha. We're bringing you the stories of adventure, danger, loss, and heroic triumph from a land within our imaginations. Bringing you these tales today is Nerida the Drowned.
Hello.
Cora Hilltopple.
Hello, I like to shoot things dead. Rarely, they've already started that way.
Barbecue Toll Middleek, who is AFK maybe for a second. Lost.
Yo.
Chance.
Hello.
And Welgwyn Woodbarrel.
Hello.
Thank you for being with us today to share in our tale. Here is what happened last time. After returning from the strange land entered via some vortex in the Lachri mines, while everyone was preoccupied in a strange land,
Tomahawk Jones.
Tomahawk Jones is there. Alik had a vision of Helm erasing a name from the obelisk, saying that Thea Nyalo had moved out of the reach of his protection. He also showed Alik a scene of villagers of Brimshire being slaughtered by some large, shadowy figure. He was unable to determine the exact nature of, and basically told him that this is possibly something to come that he can prevent. From there, the party sort of rejoined and continued their exploration deeper into the Holdstaff Mountains. At the end of their spelunking, they found a large, pulsing red portal and a statue and a spellbook. The statue was likely the petrified Thuriel, the mage who was performing experiments within the Holdstaff Mountains some time ago, at least a century ago. From the portal, horrific demons emerged, and the party banded together to defeat the very smelly frog demon that emerged, but was gravely wounded when shadow demons also appeared and stabbed Welgwyn, severely injuring her. After closing the portal after the battle, the cavern began to collapse, and the party made a daring escape back across the narrow ledge where they had fallen into the chasm before, barely making it across in time before the cavern collapsed behind them. At the entrance of the mines, they once again encountered Donatello Lachrimaedus, who basically assured them that there would be a party in their honor and they would be paid, assuming that he could confirm their story and that he was glad to be done with the demon infestation in his minds. He ushered them back to the Festuatum Lachri, the Lachrimaedus' tavern in town, and ushered in his head cook, woke him up from his sleep to cook a meal, but they did not stay at the Festuatum. They went back to Jarashi's and spent the night there. And as we were ending, everyone was sort of laying down to sleep after a very difficult day, but a successful one within the Lachri mines. Chance.
Yes.
You lay your head down to sleep and slowly drift off into the darkness within your mind. Suddenly, you're falling backwards. You hit the ground hard. A man stands over you. The pressure of his push is still fresh on your chest. His foot lifts dirt into your face. It stings your eyes. He has compatriots. You're surrounded. They're larger than you. Sudden pain in your side. A boot tip. You curl inwards, small arms covering what you can. Another dull pain. This time, the other side. Demon scum! Worst of the Milthers! Cast a spell, demon! Summon a fiend! Another blow. Your legs curl towards your chest as you roll onto your back. The pain is overwhelming. The sense of helplessness, the fear fills you. But then, beneath that, the anger, the rage, your hatred overtakes it. Another kick. These people are nothing to you. You're smaller, but more important, more powerful. Now a punch to the back of your head. Perhaps it shook the last drop of fear from you, or perhaps it burst the dam withholding your rage. You feel the boot coming. Your hand latches the ankle, and your anger pours forth. Ah! Your vision is red. A fist is coming, but you intercede. Ah! His body hits the ground a few meters away. The others are frightened. They step back. They won't get away. When did you stand? How did you stand? Your arms rise on their own. Their eyes are wide. You're nothing but the beat of your own heart. Scorched and writhing on the ground, gripping their chests and wailing, they beg you. They cry. You feel as if you might collapse. And for just a flicker of a moment, you see that red portal in front of you again. Well, Gwyn.
Damn. It's a dope vision. Yes.
The smell of sweet huckleberry wine flows over that of fresh biscuits and pastries. You're in a room, bright and filled with people. The women wear ornate dresses of silk, and the men, elaborate brocaded vests, overflowing, immaculate blouses. Some dance in rigid, carefully practiced steps. Others sip from goblets or pick at cheeses, breads, and pieces of meat, while discussing the latest politics and gossip. And that's when I told him I had sold the last donkey months ago! Wearing his typical golden thread clothing and donning fake spectacles, your Uncle Quovan grins widely at his audience and turns his attention to you, as though he hadn't been tracking your movements the entire time. Ah, my scampish little servant Marina! Be a dear and take this back to Lady Atricia. I've discovered it amongst the hors d'oeuvres. It must have fallen from her neck. He hands you the fake in front of everyone. It looks almost real, but you can tell by its weight as he places in your hands. She's over there, my darling! He points to a particularly ostentatious woman sitting silently at a table. Your wig itches slightly. What do you do?
I dart over to the woman that he pointed out to me, and can I see any similar jewelry on her person?
She is notably not wearing a necklace, but she does have a couple ornate rings and a sort of brooch clasping her chest.
Okay, then in that case, I reach over to her and I hold out the necklace and I say, "Excuse me, ma'am, I think that I saw that this fell off of your neck earlier while you were dancing."
What? Where did you get that? You must have stolen it from me.
Oh no, it was just over on the floor. I saw it fall and it looks like it goes
How
with the
dare
rest of your
you!
look.
She grabs your arm and holds it high above your head. At this moment, your Uncle Quovan comes back over. "Excuse me, madam, what are you doing to my servant? I sent her to return her amulet to you." "Oh, Quovan, I'm sorry. I must have dropped it, I suppose." She looks down at you. Still, she's holding your wrist with the amulet in hand.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to make you angry or anything like that. I just wanted to return what I thought you'd lost.
Yes, I'm sorry. Thank you so much. She takes the amulet from your hand.
Can
Heads
I
off
steal
to
one
the
of her
powder
rings
room.
while she's leaving?
Roll sleight of hand.
Uh-oh.
What's your bonus?
+6.
+6. As you reach for her hand as she's walking away, Quovan sees you kind of clumsily going for it and grabs your hand just before you reach hers. He notices you're not quite ready yet to be making that kind of move. Come along, Marina. We must tend to the horse. Leads you outside. There's your horse outside. Well, Gwyn, you've got to be more careful. We've got the necklace. That's what we needed.
I know, but she was like really, really rude to me. You know.
Fair enough. We'll have to practice your pickpocketing when we get back to the manor.
Okay.
With that, your vision fades as well. And the party awakens in the rooms at Jirashi's. It's getting towards noon at this point as you made it back to Jirashi's fairly late, maybe 2 in the morning or so. But everyone has slept well. Lost, the Tome of Darkness is still clutched in your possession.
Did everyone level up by chance?
No, you're level 6, right?
Yeah.
Level 6.
Damn.
I'll let you know at the end of the session if you level.
Oh.
The smell of minced meats and freshly cooked vegetables wafts up from downstairs. It's somewhat quiet downstairs. Not a whole lot of lunch traffic has come in yet.
Did we make any plans to get paid or have a party yet?
Oh yes, Donatello is going to come and notify you.
Okay.
Notify us, is the party happening today or
Today.
Notify us when the party is happening? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then while I was resting, I should point out I wanted to change one of my spells to... I have... Dang, I don't even remember what it's called, but you choose which kind of saving throw, ability check you want to... you can buff strength, you can buff constitution, whatever. I picked that spell. I don't remember what it's called, but I'm swapping warding bond out for it.
Okay.
Figured I had heads up.
Until you get those platinum rings going.
Yeah, because I just have the spell for no reason. What is it called? Enhance ability.
Lucy, come here.
Dog's doing stuff.
Lucy.
I have enhance ability.
So throughout the night, Lost, you've been sort of just clutching the Tome of Darkness, and it's still in your hands. It feels tight within your grip. It feels a little difficult to loosen your grip on it.
Fun. Well, I'm going to try to loosen my grip on it. Yeah, I don't know. I think at this point, I might want to get with Chance and continue trying to read this book.
I'm gonna make myself try to look fancy.
Okay.
As fancy as I can.
As you exit your rooms, you notice a human man, finely dressed. It's not Donatello. Much simpler than Donatello, but very sort of nice linens. Oh, excuse me. You're with Dawn's adventuring party, aren't you?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, he sent me to inform you that the festivities will begin at the Festuatum at 6 p.m. and he hopes that you all will be there as it is in your honor. And of course, you will be paid afterwards.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
And the Donatello is going to be attending the party, do you know?
Oh, yes, Donatello will be there. I believe his sister Linnea, possibly Grimm, will make an appearance there. His father.
Should we expect any other noble-borns? I know a few people, and I just want to know if I should make sure to remember anyone's face before.
Yes, of course. I believe Mr. Mistopheles will be there. The Lavaleries. There are several other noble families attending.
Also,
Do I recognize any of these names?
I want to say roll history.
Okay.
you recognize the name Harbequir Tolmitalik, Harbequir Tolmit, Harbequir Tol, Harbeck.
The finest house
Har,
from the north, yeah.
the finest house from the most noblest dwarven clans.
I mean,
Clan.
he literally summoned God a second ago. I'm still very scared of him.
Yeah, I did do that. That's true.
So that's 15 total for...
15.
Kristen.
You've heard of the Mistopheles family. They're an elf lineage, and they sort of control shipping, much of the shipping between Thaura, Brimshire, and Moontip, and even up to the Crag Coast. So yeah, you've heard of them. The Lavaleries you haven't really heard of.
Cool.
All right. Well, I'll be off.
Thank you.
Heads down the stairs.
I guess I'll go get some breakfast.
So downstairs at Jirashi's, there are several patrons. Not a lot. Things have been kind of tense lately in town, and you get the sense that maybe Hollandar's group is keeping to their work camps and sort of keeping amongst themselves. The news has not exactly spread of the Holdstaff Mountains and the Lachrimaedus being safe yet. So the workers of the town who still work for the Lachri are not in a happy place just yet. They've been out of work for a couple days.
Well, is there anything you guys want to do before the party tonight? Did we want to talk to Hollandar or pick up supplies or anything?
I mean, I think we kind of need to discuss a little bit more about how we're going to remove this sword from Donatello Lachrimaedus.
Yeah, and what we should do about the book.
Exactly.
Safe.
I think most importantly to the plan is letting Hollandar know about this party and bringing him here to create a final distraction at the end of the night that will give us a good reason to empty out the entire place.
Wait, hold on. We're emptying out entire places now? I thought we just wanted
Yeah.
a sword.
You want to take a sword and then create a ruckus when everybody leaves, and then, in the ruckus, if somebody happens to lose an important artifact themselves, well, then that might happen. But then nobody would know who did it because there was such a ruckus.
Well, that sounds like it might be your plan.
I think we should get him drunk. Personally.
We could gamble.
For the sword, I doubt he'd bet that.
He doesn't seem the fool enough to do that.
Yeah.
What if we get him
Could always
drunk
try.
and then gamble?
Well, that's
And then create a ruckus.
So we'll need Hollandar.
Also be able to swap him for the Book of Shadows, because he and his sister clearly want it, but we don't
I
really
don't want them to have that book.
That's
More than I
good.
want us to have the
That's
sword.
not going to happen.
Get it.
But-
Exactly.
Yeah.
Have it.
Hear me out now. We can give him a forgery. Or like
Forging
slide
that
him
entire
off at the
book
last second.
seems like quite an
just like three
ordeal.
Just the
I'm
outside.
skilled
Just
this
the
way.
outside.
Like,
Yeah,
just
you
a
show him the real
sample.
book and you slide a hand, give him the fake book that's the outside, and then you get out real quick.
Or returning to an old plan we had at the party, we can lure the sister somewhere after we've getting Donatello drunk, knock her out, get her undressed again, take her armor so I can look like her, and then go
Wait,
after.
Undressed? Where did the undressing go?
Oh no, our internet went down. Hey everybody, sorry for the interruption. We're back. Our internet just went down for no reason at all.
But we
we're back
survived.
now. We survived. Okay, so we were talking about what to do at the party and ways of possibly getting the black steel blade from Donatello Lachrimaedus.
And apparently the most the most
Sensual?
the decision that made the most sense after all of that, I think it was the mage hand into the pocket with the spider.
Yeah, I
That
think
what was
so.
decided?
I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah,
It's not the worst idea.
I still
No.
think we should probably get him drunk.
I think so too. We can buy him a bunch of celebratory drinks as a thank you for letting us do all the work for him.
But
Let's
causing
buy you your own alcohol.
causing a kerfuffle out of at this celebration seems like a fine idea. Except for remember, we're getting paid at the end of this
Yeah.
event. So let's get him
Yeah.
drunk, get paid, and then I'll let him bring me home.
Well, we also
Ooh.
Yeah.
It can't be at the very end because there'll probably be a ceremony like towards the end.
Here's your money.
You know, and then here's your money, and then everyone. If it's at the very end, everybody's drunk and tired, and they won't care.
Well, we can play it by ear then, I guess.
Yeah. Also, we did talk about and ask him about his sword a lot. And then if his sword also goes missing at our party, I don't know, I feel like that might be pretty suspicious.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You gotta hide it really well. And like, what's he gonna do? Send a bunch of guards to kill us?
Well, we should have
Maybe.
backup plans for our plan, so in case he doesn't get drunk and, maybe a soft forgery of it. It can't be a great one, but something that's close enough in case he does find us, we can give up the forgery instead of the right one.
I
yeah,
like.
and I feel like she might try to get the book
Oh, for
from
sure.
us over the party as well. It's a good chance for thievery on both sides.
yeah.
So let's make a fake
Maybe we
book.
can lure her away from the rest of the party with the promise of the
Oh
book,
no.
tie her up, Ants can shapeshift into her, or like whatever the thing is that you can do where you can turn into a person. And then you go home with your brother, and they'll let you upstairs for sure. Then let me in a window
Wait,
Also,
why do you
don't-
need to be in the window there?
so that I can. I don't
Steal
know.
it.
I guess you could easily do it. It just seems fun, and why not?
Because you're loud and clunky, and she's a halfling who's tiny and not.
Loud and clunky. I'm wearing robes for the most part in this situation because myself will be fake armored. The
What is
band.
your? You have stealth skill? No. That's what
I
I thought.
have plus
That was way too meta,
Whoa.
but anyway.
This the party's starting to turn on itself. I mean, it feels like trying to get the sister aside again might be a pretty big risk. And,
Yeah, a lot of problems with that.
and
Tell me
also, I don't, Linnea, I don't really think we should be leading on to anyone that book is in our possession.
Yeah.
That's a fair point. Well, no, she knows we have it.
Yeah, no, she
took
doesn't.
it from us.
She was
And we
invisible.
Took it back.
That we took it back, but
I mean, she knows we have it,
she
has to
theoretically knows
know.
we have it.
and therefore he also knows.
We should put it in the silver box. Do we exchange it for the seed?
That's too big.
It's the book is too big. Yeah, we need
Okay.
we need to build another box.
A new
Maybe,
one.
And that
maybe
took
wrap
like
your
2
shackles
days.
around it.
Okay. I don't know if that'll help, but I'm fine with that.
It won't help.
Throughout this conversation, everyone else notices that Lost is like clutching the book and keeping it like right up against his chest or his torso the entire time. Like hasn't moved.
Is he really doing that?
Yeah.
Oh, like we're in the room or whatever, and we're
Yeah, we're all downstairs talking at the bar
Oh,
in the
okay.
corner.
We probably
Still,
shouldn't
it's
be
like-
talking. We probably shouldn't
Yeah,
be
we
talking
probably
at the
shouldn't
bar.
be talking
Let's,
outside.
let's go find a booth.
Yeah.
Well,
I-
in a corner discreetly. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I
So we
assume,
did say we went
yeah, if you
downstairs.
wanted to talk
Yeah.
about sensitive things, you would be in a relatively discreet place.
Let's go to the Festuatum and plan.
Tell everyone we do not really.
Hey, Lost, just out of curiosity, why did you bring that out with us to breakfast. Why do you have that out at the table?
Yeah, it should probably be hidden.
Fair enough.
You're looking a little peakish there, buddy.
Even for you.
Yeah, I have like gray skin. How can you tell? But fair enough. And I'll put it in my pack.
You put it in your pack, and as you try to release it, you feel like you don't want to. Really don't want to take your hand off it. What happens? Like, what if someone else takes it out of your pack?
I don't know, guys. It feels like it might be safer in my hands at the moment than even in my backpack.
I want to roll insight.
Okay.
Ooh.
Can I as well?
Super great.
Sure. You're just doing like a general check for Lost.
Yeah.
I want to do a check to see how it's affecting him.
14 for me.
He doesn't want to let go of that book. You're not sure why? I mean, maybe he wants to keep it safe.
Lost, perhaps you should let one of us hold on to it for now. We don't
I want to
want
reach out and try and grab it from the fast.
Okay. Roll. You're not trying to be stealthy, right? You're just trying to grab it as fast as you can.
But to surprise him.
Okay. Roll dexterity. Just a flat dex check. And Lost, roll a dex save.
That is 16. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. You go fuck yourself. That's just a straight knife.
Lost, as you lunge for the book, Lost slaps your hand aside, like a little violently.
Dude, Chance, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Yeah,
I'm just
Lost.
trying to keep this damn book safe, okay? We don't know what... I mean, we kind of know what's in it, but we don't really know what's in it. And I don't know, all this demon shit. I don't know. I'm just... It feels better
weird.
with me than anywhere else.
It definitely needs to be kept out of sight, though. Just carrying it around a crowded bar doesn't seem like a good idea.
The bar isn't crowded. Look, this place is
There are
practically
people
empty.
here.
There are people. There are
Yeah.
maybe 7
There's
to 10
not,
people.
it's not crowded, though.
You never know who is working with Linnea to see
think
if we
we-
have this book.
For the most part, it looks like I'm just carrying around... I mean, I don't know. I don't remember what this book looks like. What does this book look
Isn't it a
like?
huge, weird, fuck-off
It-
magic book?
It is quite large, like maybe a little over a foot, maybe a foot and 3 or 4 inches tall,
Okay.
and about a foot wide, maybe a little less, 10, 11 inches. It's thick. It's a couple inches thick, 3 or 4 inches thick, maybe. Pretty thick. Solid black on the cover in red, in like almost glowing red flame text that sort of wavers a bit as you look at it, are again the words "Speak the name of darkness" in abyssal, and the
Like a normal
pages are noticeably black from the sides as well. If you look at it from certain angles, it's almost hard to tell which angle you're even looking at it from, because all of the black just fades into each other, hardly reflects light at all.
Well, so I'm just like a demon-looking dude carrying around a demonic-looking book. I don't know. There could be weirder things.
I understand your concern about letting go of the book, but it seems like the kind of thing that might maybe catch some eyes and maybe get back to some people we don't necessarily want it to get back to. So maybe we just put it away for now.
Put it away where? I mean,
I don't know,
I
in
don't
your
think-
bag, not on the table at breakfast.
That's
We're
large.
all friends here. Don't have to get angry at us.
I'm not angry. This has already been taken from us once.
when you were holding it.
Yes. Well, I was holding it. That is true. But I don't feel like it's going to be any safer in my pack.
I think we might be safer with it in your pack.
Okay, I'll try to put it away again.
Okay. Roll a wisdom save.
Uh, 13.
Okay. It takes some noticeable effort. You sort of hesitate at several points in the motion, putting it into your pack, and when you go to release the book, You feel very bad about what you're doing. You're worried that someone might take it. You're worried that you might lose it some way, but you're able to release it into your pack. You keep your arm over the pack. Feel like that's safe.
Yeah. Okay, it's back in my pack with all the other horrible things I'm carrying with me.
Can I do
Okay.
a quick helm prayer over him? Like, just like, reach up and touch him on the forehead and power of helm prayer compels you.
Sure.
And, okay, I
Dude.
do that.
Dude,
You did
Alec,
it.
what are you doing?
Protect you from shards influence.
I feel fine.
Do you feel like you need to touch it?
No, I just feel like I need to keep it safe.
Hit him with the hand of God.
That's right.
I've seen him.
Come down and step on it.
I didn't believe it, but I've seen this man's. He can do it. We can do it. Let's do it.
You're going to hit me? That's kind of rude, guys.
No, just like, hand on the forehead.
Be purified.
Be purified.
Oh,
In the
okay.
name of Helm. Does he feel better?
You sort of invoke Helm, push your palm to Lost's forehead. Feels cold. It's a little strange. And you release him. Seems the same.
Actually, when I do that, can I cast protection from good and evil on him? That sounds like a good
Sure.
thing to do. How long does that last for? Because I don't know if that'll actually work, but thematically it feels like it wouldn't hurt. But so yeah, I'm gonna cast it on him. Why not? Only last 10 minutes, whatever.
10
Make me feel
minutes. Yeah, so you sprinkle some holy water from your... You have like a little, I don't know what to call it, dowser. You sprinkle some holy water over him. You say the magic
Censer.
words. Yes. And he feels the protection from Helm flowing through him.
better. The power of Helm compels you. Does he feel better now? Does he feel like he can more strongly resist the book's influence? Lost, do you feel like you can strongly resist the book's influence?
I don't even know what you're talking about. The book isn't influencing anything.
Yeah. You feel fine.
Sure.
Like, you appreciate the gesture, but it's not that different.
Okay.
Feel a little
I've
more
never
relaxed,
been to
maybe.
a breakfast with an exorcism at it before, so this has been just a real wild way to start the day for me.
Jirashi comes over and plops a plate full of ham shanks down in front of Alik. Dispenses the
Yeah.
rest of the food to all of you. It's like ham and eggs and grits, some potatoes and other spuds, yams perhaps.
Hey,
All right, enjoy your meal.
Yeah, thanks,
Thank
Jirashi.
you.
Can I get whatever the strongest alcohol you've got in the house? Just bring me a bottle.
I like this man here. It's a good time to start. Right at noon. She walks off.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Don't you want to save yourself for tonight a little bit, friendo?
Pre-game!
Hey, this stuff doesn't hit me as hard as it seems. I mean, I know I lost to Welgwyn and the last time I went out and drinking, but trust me, I can handle my liquor.
All right, but if you stumble over the field as a drunken gorilla, I'm going to be really mad.
Don't worry. Yeah, you said you wanted a commotion, though. That would be a pretty good commotion.
She comes back over and places a large, totally black bottle that's made of glass in front of you. Here you go. Drink up.
Thank you very much.
Mind if I share a shot with you?
Oh, of course, I insist.
She's got 2 shot glasses and she like plops them down on the table. Pours 2. To Brimshire.
Indeed, to Brimshire.
Clinks the glass with you and just downs it all. Feeling my energy coming back already.
Do you think it'd be possible to get an order of like hot biscuits over here? I had a dream and now I really am craving some.
Oh, yes, of course. With honey.
I'll take honey if you've got it, yeah.
All right. Be right out.
Ham shanks, biscuits, and whatever the hell this crap is. This sounds like a proper breakfast to me.
Hmm.
Slash
Well,
Things, it's only lunch.
more generally, I wouldn't mind going around town and seeing what there is to buy. Maybe get another diamond. Some fancy things for the party tonight. If anyone else wants to go shopping?
We should
Yeah,
also
I could
have
use some new clothes.
we should also have somebody go visit Hollandar while somebody
Yeah.
else is shopping.
Well, Chance, why don't you and I go visit Hollandar?
I'll head out
That's
with you
not a
boys.
good idea. You have the book. We should keep at least 2 people with Lost at all times.
Yeah.
I don't know
Malik,
what you guys are all
why don't you
worried
go
about,
with
but
us?
sure.
We're worried that the Lachrimae will try to make a move on you and take the book.
Fair enough.
Well, I'll keep an eye on Lost. That's fine.
Yeah, I'll go with them.
Okay, so the 2 of the shorties. We have 3 now, huh? And the 2 tiefling are going to
Yep.
see Hollandar.
Yes.
That leaves Welgwyn and Nerida.
Yeah,
Yes,
we're going
Girls shopping
yes.
day.
Girls shopping day! Cool.
Oh my god, shiz!
Oh my god, we're gonna be so pretty. It's gonna be so fun.
We would invite Cora, but she doesn't really seem like she's necessarily as into.
Cora's like, I'll rub some
Okay,
dirt and
cute.
leaves on myself and then I'm
Yep.
party ready. Okay, so
I'll be less visible at least.
so you 2, are you just going like dress and jewelry shopping?
Yeah,
and stuff
dress
like that?
shopping, jewelry shopping, and I want to check out the weapon store and see if they have any cool glaives +1 enchant or magic hit or just slightly
Standard party
better.
stuff.
Standard party stuff. Maybe I don't have money for better armor, so that's not gonna happen. But
Okay.
Well, maybe.
If they've got plate, we've got enough party gold to make it
if
happen.
party gold's gonna make plate armor happen, I'm not gonna stop party gold from hooking me up with plate armor.
Okay. So as far as the clothing shopping, there are several sort of nice clothing stores. Again, towards the Lachri mines, but a bit far enough away from it that you can't actually hear any work from the mines or anything like that. Near the Lachrimae Manor, in that section of town, there are several sort of nicer houses and upscale shops. You can go there and shop for some fancy clothes. Get whatever kind of clothes you want, whatever kind of jewelry you want, and I'll say you can get like a full outfit for 20 for like some decent stuff, or 50 gold if you want to go really fancy.
Okay.
Um,
I
needed them to pick me up some beard oil, please.
okay. I can get some beard oil.
Definitely have
And
that.
I think I'll go probably middle of the road. I'm excited, but I feel a little bit like a fish out of water, being like incredibly fancy.
Yeah, I like the sailor metaphor.
Yeah, I thought about that one.
Even better. Unintended.
Yeah, pun definitely intended.
Welgwyn, are you going full
I'm
nobility?
going full fancy.
Okay.
This is my
Tiara
house.
and everything?
Oh yeah.
Treat
Oh, yeah.
Get my
yourself.
hair done here.
Uh-huh.
I want like a circlet with like a little
Go to the salon.
gem on it. Yeah.
Get
get
your
our
nails
nails
did. Yeah.
Show Merida how to do it.
Yeah, I need help.
This is all
Like a
brand new
clear
for
eye.
Nerida.
Queer eye situation over here.
Halfling eye for the dead sailor guy.
10 out of 10.
All right. Yeah, so after that, you guys head to, I presume you want to head to, what was it called? Steel and Spark, I believe? Yeah.
Sure.
Spark and Steel, which was the smithy that was recommended to you.
Okay. Do they have anything I would be interested in when I look
It's
around?
funny because now you're all dressed up, you got your hair
Yeah.
done, and
I look
you're
real
heading
fancy.
into this, like, sort of
I
dirty
still have
smithy.
my like dirty glaive covered in like demon blood along with my
I don't even
fancy
know how to
outfit.
wash this.
Yeah.
Okay. As you are now familiar with, clinking of hammer to iron resounds from the back of the shop, each sound piercing your ears. The strikes are quick and methodical, forming a steady rhythm as though the smith were a musician rehearsing a piece. Around the small shop are suits of chain and plate, immaculate and shimmering with the light from the forge. Shields, small and large, hang from the walls, and wooden display cases caress mirror-clean blades of weapons of all sorts with soft baize fabric. Wooden stands hold larger pieces, staffs entirely of steel, great swords, enormous mauls. The man pounding the metal over an anvil near the forge at the back wears only black canvas pants, drawing your eyes to fault-line cracks across his body that glow red and pulse like live coals. His dark red skin ripples across well-defined musculature. Red-hot sparks from the piece he is hammering land on his arms, and he occasionally shakes them off, unfazed. Welcome to Spark and Steel.
I guess I'll walk up. Like, hello.
Ah, hello there! Welcome to Spark and Steel. My name is Thermo Galantir.
Oh, nice to meet you. My name's Nerda.
He is about 5'7",
Okay.
male, and let's see, who would know about this? Maybe Nerda, maybe Welgwyn. Both of you roll history. He's a kind of person rather strange in the Empire.
No, I do not know anything about him.
Okay, Welgwyn, you
I'm
recognize
plus-
him.
Yeah, 7.
You recognize him as a fire genasi. He's bald, he has deep red eyes. You swear there's a churning flame within his eyes. Dark red skin, and a trim, muscular build. What can I do for you ladies, all dressed up?
Thank you. Well, I would be mostly interested in either any plate armor that you have for sale or any kind of glaive weapon, and I'll kind of hold out my weapon.
Oh, that's a fine piece you have there.
Thank you.
Of course we have plate available. Do you need, like, full humanoid size, or are we talking smaller people?
Full humanoid size. This would be for myself.
This is for you. Fantastic. And you're here, I can just take your measurements and make sure it fits. He, like, pulls out a small bit of twine with demarcations on it. And, like, goes over to you and sort of gestures for your permission to take your measurements.
Hold my arms out.
Okay, he's measuring around
I just
you a
did
bit.
this for the dress, so I'm a pro now.
You're like, I understand. You recognize that, like, prior to this, your clothes only sort of fit. It was just like a mishmash of stuff you had found while sailing. Yeah, so he fits you for the plate. Yeah, we can definitely get that plate to you today, if you need.
How much would that be?
Let me check while I look at
You
your
have to
glaive.
ask. You can't afford it.
Exactly.
Oh, let me see your weapon as well. It looks a bit
Oh,
dirty.
sure thing. I'll
It's-
place it on the table.
Seen a lot of action recently, have you?
Yes, we actually cleared out the mines and helped save Moontip.
Oh, cleared the mines. There were demons in the
Yes.
Lachri mines. Yes, many say Hollandar is to blame. Don't know how you two feel about it.
He's helped us considerably, but you know, it's not. We don't know the politics of this town necessarily.
As well, Hollandar does seem to be a champion of the people here, but not always sure you can trust demons. Hard for me to speak, though. Many don't trust people like me. Yes, the full set of plate looks like it will be, well, for the heroes of Brimshire, I suppose, 1,500 gold.
Okay. I will need to check in with my companions, but I might be back later to order it.
I think I could help you out with that. Just to float it for the time being. Can I do
Fantastic.
that? I think that I can, right?
I don't know how much money you have, but possibly. And you took the 50 off for clothing and salon
Yeah.
treatments.
Shoot, where did my notebook go?
Platinum or 10 gold each, right?
Yes.
I always forget. Okay.
Yeah, so you can
I
take
do
out
not
2 platinum.
have. I do not have plate armor money. I'll tell you that for free. I have like 700 gold, like 691. So I would need like 900 gold.
I mean, the party has that amount of gold, but it's what we want to do after this too. I mean, we had that much more money after the party.
Yeah. Well, if we want to wait to talk about it when we're actually all in the same room and
Technically together.
not
no.
metagaming. I can wait.
We sent you off with the purpose to buy platinum
It's true.
plated mail.
It's true. That might have happened.
It's okay. You can
Go
do it
for it.
retrospectively and just say like,
Go for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine.
Okay. We
you
can
know,
get you
I
plate
guess
armor next.
I would have probably asked Cora. I would have asked oh my
Nerda.
gosh.
Yeah.
Nerida to price out dwarven plate armor. Would it be the same?
Yeah, it's about the same.
Yeah, that's a ripoff.
It's
we have
mostly
enough
the
to
same
cover
amount
both?
of plate.
I know.
You're not that much shorter
I know.
than like the shortest human.
Yeah.
You're not even that
Well-
much shorter than Nerida, really. You're like 2 feet shorter, maybe.
Yeah. So I guess we would have talked about it before. Is the party okay with that? We have 1,070 party gold, so we can float whatever it was, 900-ish, something like that.
Sure.
Everyone know.
And this glaive is very interesting. I can't say I've seen one like it before. It has 2 blades. Where did you get this?
Oh, I picked it up down in the Concord of the Coast before I started my mercenary adventures.
Oh, are you from there?
Yes, originally.
Interesting. I've always wanted to see the Concord. From Tiberia myself.
It's a lovely area, but I suggest you travel with money if you want to really enjoy what it has to offer.
I've heard that as well.
Yeah, it can be quite rough if you're down on your luck.
Well, if you're looking for a new glaive, do you want one in this style? This would be an interesting... And could build something new for you. Perhaps a bit sharper, a bit newer.
Do you know around how much that would be?
Off the top of my head, looking at materials and labor, I am interested in this project. I have to admit, I'll give you a discount for that. Perhaps 300 gold.
Well, I could do one or the other.
If you like it silvered, I'll just add 50 gold on top of that.
Does that mean anything? Or is it
So
just pretty?
There are certain, sort of a limited selection of monsters that are resistant to non-silvered weapons, particularly like ghosts and apparitions.
And this the upgrade would be like, what game stats
Plus
are
1,
we talking
basically.
about? Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
But not magical.
okay. Well, I think to myself, I can't afford both things. I think
Well, do
I'd
you
rather.
want the weapon or the armor?
Yeah, I think I'd rather get armor so I can help heal people, defend people. Not that I actually have defend. It might be better for Harbequeer to get it, but my AC is
Well,
also lower.
If we get Harbequeer armor, we could get you the glaive.
Sure, if
enough
the
to
party's
cover
okay
both.
with that.
That would break the bank at this point, I think.
We're
Yeah.
also about to get a bunch of money, so
Well, I can afford the glaive myself, but I can't afford. Oh no, I could get both the glaive and another diamond.
I've also got like 530 gold that I would give towards the armor. But
Yeah, I don't think we could buy both you
Maybe-
or armor and a glaive.
maybe
altogether.
we'll worry about this after the party when we get money. Because then
But the party might have stuff go down. So.
Yeah, I was kind of
That's
worried
fair.
that we might
Alright,
be
yeah.
stealing and bashing and.
Although, if you're in your fancying clothes, are you really wearing your armor? Are you really
No.
bringing your glaive in?
Yeah, that's
Not
true.
wearing. I assume like basically no one's gonna wear any armor to the party. You can specify if you want to, but you'll be very out of place.
We're the heroes. Heroes wear armor.
Cora feels out of place
Not to a
everywhere,
party.
anywhere. I
Yeah.
think Cora would.
What is our
come up with
AC just
instructions to-
nude
Get
in
me anything.
regular clothes?
I think
Just
it's
nude.
10 plus dex, if I'm not
Okay.
mistaken.
So
the Emperor's
9.
new clothes.
Wow, that's my exact armor class right now.
Maybe if we just
Right.
all show up naked to this party, that will be enough of a distraction.
Yeah.
to get everyone to look at us, and then
You can convince what's his face's sister and then take her armor. Because she'll be the odd man out if she's the only one not naked.
Yeah, and then it's easy because we've done it before. Got history of this. Logan's familiar with that.
We have a history of removing this woman's clothing.
Come on, that's got to be going at least on an advantage into that.
Oh my.
Well, yeah. If it was just like me and my money, I would probably get armor first and then get the glaive. But if we want to get a leak armor first, I'll buy the glaive. We could deal with this later as well if people would rather do that. I just figured we had downtime.
The armor and you the glaive, and then because then you both get something and it's done.
Yeah, sounds good.
It will take me a couple of day to complete the glaive, but
That's okay, as long as I can pick up this one in a few hours.
yes, within an hour or so. Deconstructed it and put it back together.
And how much was that, you said?
It'll be 300 for the new glaive and 350 if you wish to have it silvered.
Okay, yeah, I'll get it silvered.
All right. Sounds great, and I'm happy to be making things for such lovely ladies.
Thank you very much. Hope to see you at the party this evening.
Oh, is there a party?
Oh, at the Lachrimaedus estate.
At the estate?
It's
Oh,
at
yes.
the Festiatum.
Oh, sorry, the Festuatum. I always get those two confused.
So I
I'm
would
new
never
in
be
town.
invited to the estate. But I
Neither would we.
assume this
We
party
tried,
is
believe me.
invitation only. I'd be happy to go, though, if you could get me an invite, perhaps.
I'm sure that could be arranged.
Maybe you give us some cheaper armor.
Yeah. Maybe.
I feel confident that we can get you in as our guest.
Yes. We are the heroes after all.
Lovely. Yes, to rub elbows with the nobility. Be nice for a change, perhaps. I may have to get some better dress as well. Again, he's just shirtless with black pants on.
You don't have
Nothing
to.
on his feet.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think you look fine like that.
it'd be
Wink,
quite the
wink.
sore thumb.
Wink, wink.
Invite more buff dudes.
Invite all the buff dudes.
If a man with red skin could blush. Well, yes, what time is it at the Festuatum?
6 p.m. at the Festuatum, yes.
I will show up, but if I can't get in, no worries at all. It's
We'll
not
do
exactly
our
my
best.
class. Okay. He, gives you the breastplate, takes money from you, takes your glaive, but you'll go back and get it back in like an hour or so. You have plenty of time to do. I'll say you go shopping for like some nice purses or accessories in the meantime.
Sounds good.
The people going to Hollandar's camp. So again, it's kind of just a camp full of tents. There is a lot of sort of bustle and activity, and it seems fairly jovial at this point. People sort of drinking and eating and laughing, cheering together. A huge number of people here. You suspect maybe, I don't know, a quarter of the town is here. A quarter of the town's, able-bodied adults are here. Again, there's a large tent in the middle that you recognize from having been to before.
I guess we'll head towards the. I don't know. Where do we think Hollandar is most likely to be? We're gonna head towards the large tent.
Let's go to the main tent. He should probably be there if he's not in the mine.
Okay. There's one guy outside this time, where before there were two. They seem a little less guarded, perhaps, today. Yes, do you have business
Hollandar
here?
around?
Yes, he's in the tent. We're planning our grand opening of the Western Boar. It's going to be fantastic. We're going to have a bit of a party inside the Boar, some announcements and stuff, and then move it back out into the tents.
Well, we have some urgent business we'd like to discuss with him.
All right, I'll let him know you're here.
Thank you.
Ducks into the tent briefly, comes back out, says, yeah, go on in. You enter the tent, small room with a table in the center, many chairs around it. Hollandar sits at one of them, sort of facing the front door. There are a couple other men and women, various races, a couple dwarves, a halfling or so. There's even a tiefling sitting around the table. And Hollandar is in his human form at the table. Yes, hello. I was told that you had something urgent for me. You guys have done a great service to this city, I feel.
Yeah, we have a couple of things that we'd like to discuss. Is there anything anywhere slightly more private we might be able to
I think we
talk?
can put this meeting on hold for a moment. Most of the festivities are accounted for. Sort of waves everyone away, and they all stand up and leave the tent.
Give everybody their finger guns as they leave.
Finger guns?
They just kind of look strangely at you.
We were able to locate the gate, as you probably have heard. I
hadn't heard. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
And you're alive, obviously, so you either closed it or ran. There was a bit of a tremor last night.
That was us closing it. Actually, to be specific, that was Alec here, who managed to close the gate.
This man can summon God.
He comes over to shake her hand. Well done. The people of Brimshire will be safe.
In the process, we managed to figure out how the gate got, how we assume the gate got open in the first place. It seems there was a wizard living deep in that cave system, who had found the Book of Darkness and managed to open the gate using a ritual we believe he found inside that book.
Why would he open such a portal?
Why do humans do anything? Power, probably.
Yeah, perhaps. Well, anyway, it sounds like things will be getting back to normal. With any luck, we can oust the Lachri and have some real worker control of the mines in this area.
Speaking of that, we're having a party this evening at the Festuatum that maybe at the end of might be a good time for you to meet up with Donatello once again.
Not entirely sure what you're implying, but, he's already accused me of kidnapping his sister. My image is somewhat diminished in this town.
But that's the best part. We can restore your image by saying that we weren't there. We have the source with the wizard of who summoned it. We have the proof to let everyone know in that moment. We can clear your name.
I guess I don't understand. How can you clear my name? Because of the book?
Yeah, we closed the portal. We know that's the demonic presence, and you weren't there at all. So we can let everyone know, since we defeated the demonic presence, you weren't there. Donatello's kind of a liar, and then we create a little bit of ruckus.
Oh, that would be helpful. What do you expect me to do at the end of the party? Not sure crashing a Lachri party is a great idea for me right now.
But you bring everybody here, you get the mine afterwards. Once we've kind of destroyed this town's leadership mostly, you guys can retake the whole land, reform a lot of stuff. It's a little bit more highbrow than I thought initially when I was starting the sentence, but that's where we ended.
So you mean basically a full military takeover of the Lachri mines?
Yes, that is the plan. I mean, your workers, you're strong. We've got a lot of guys who've chipped away at these things. We got to be fighters, right?
Look, I admire your gusto, but I don't know if I have an army able to fight the Town's Guard and the Lachri, let alone all of their connections. They have connections in Thaura. They could bring lots of soldiers here to bear down on me. Even if I were to cut the head off the snake, as it were, I don't think their contacts in Thaura would simply allow us to take over their portion of the business here.
Well, that is a fair point. I had not thought of that.
I admire your spirit, though. I feel that you and I are of one blood in this way.
Yes, you would be
Perhaps
giving
someday.
us a chance to show him up a little bit. Wipe that smug look off his face.
I always love correcting liars.
Perhaps a more subtle approach. I hadn't thought of anything yet. Been rather distracted with work over here, planning our gala you may have heard of. Want you to attend, too. It's tomorrow, midday. If you have time and you're still in town, anyway.
Yeah, we'd be happy to.
We'd be happy to help you
Great.
out, as long as you help us out.
Yeah, of course.
Just need a distraction at the end of the night tonight. To help, kind of, soften the iron fist. Help
Let me see what I can
convince the
do.
workers.
Just anything that can come back to us is a big risk for me. I don't know if I'll be able to get anything together by tonight.
We're not asking you to do anything dangerous. Just bring along some workers and ask to be heard. Have your voices, together. Power to the people.
That's fair enough, and it's a Lachri party, too. I mean, it may look a little bad considering it's in honor of the now Heroes of Brimshire who closed the demonic gate, but
For everybody, not just the Lachris. And you'd be our honored guest.
well, if you can ensure me that I'll be received well, at least by you, then perhaps I'll be there, or at least send a representative.
That's all we ask. We can absolutely assure your safety.
What time are you thinking?
Safety. No one's saying anything about safety. Hey, now.
The party starts at 6, and people are going to show up at 6, and then it's not going to get really fun until probably 8:30. So
That's when the fun starts, you say. Okay.
let's go with 8:30. That's a good time.
Sounds good. Either I'll be there or I'll send some people, like I said. Glad that you're working with us to liberate this town from, the horrible nobility that oppress us. Offhand, though, you said something about a book of darkness or a black book.
You said that. No one said that.
Yeah. My friend Lost over here. What? You keeping this book safe? It seems like a dangerous thing to be in town with. I assume you didn't leave it somewhere.
We never actually were able to recover the book. So we had mention of it from a journal we found.
I see.
And then we were able
Never
to find,
actually located it.
we weren't able to locate the book, but this crazy wizard, we found him petrified in front of the gate, along with what we can only assume was a transcribed ritual from this book.
I see. You were able to recover that transcription,
That's correct.
It was destroyed.
but not the black book or whatever itself.
Did we discover the transcription? I thought it was a stone book that was stone.
It was not stone.
I
Unless
have
I'm
it.
not there, but
Okay,
wasn't there
so
a-
All that had children's writing in the beginning, and then had one ritual transcribed.
Not
from the book.
children's writing. It's because it was in Abyssal. Yeah, well, it was kind of like children's writing. It was clearly like he was learning Abyssal as it was.
Oh, okay,
written.
okay.
His journal as well.
But yeah, I have all three of the things. Okay.
I was mostly just making sure it existed.
got a big
Purveyor of
backpack.
demonic shit.
Exactly. I got a big backpack full of evil shit. Okay.
Little did we know, Lost is the big bad guy at the end of everything.
And you said the cavern collapsed.
That's correct. After the gate closed, the whole cavern caved in on itself.
Well, with any luck, the book was in that cave-in and is irrecoverable.
That's kind of what I'm hoping as well. I mean, from the best I was able to glean from some of the rituals and the journal we saw, this wizard was manipulating Earth to kind of. I mean, like we found a portion of the cavern that had like furniture made out of stone, but looked like it had almost been grown rather than carved. And I can only assume that the chamber where the gate was located was also created using some of this magic.
Well, fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
Roll perception lost.
Perception. 16.
You feel in your pack where the book is, you feel maybe like a bit of a drum, a bit of pressure. It's kind of like pulsing a bit or pulling into you a little bit. Well, like I said, with any luck, it's buried under mountains of rubble and won't be recovered. Ever.
What
So
do
we'll
you know
crash
about
that. Oh, I mean, if this man used it to open a portal to the abyss, can't be good. It's gotta be demonic. It's gotta be evil. We don't need more of, those kinds of things in this plane.
More of us, you mean?
Well, while I'm a direct descendant of a fiend, the tieflings have at least some generations behind them. They're definitely trustworthy in my eyes.
Agreed.
I
Same
mean,
to you.
people are people, right? You gotta judge everyone individually.
Yeah, actions speak louder than words, right?
Yeah. I have to believe that. Hoping that my actions can atone for what I've done.
Well, clearly you haven't lost the faith of the people, so that's got to count for something.
Not all of them, anyway. And just hope that we can work through this.
Okay.
Well, is there anything else? We'll be at the party tonight, 8:30.
Yeah, remember, just like drunken ruckus, a little brawl maybe. Nothing that's going to be incriminating and problem, but noise.
I was
Lots of
thinking more of a bit of a political speech.
they'll draw a crowd and attention. That works enough.
Yeah. All right.
Make it a little rousing, a little likely to instill some revolutionary tendencies.
Like I said, we can't go full bore just yet, but soon, perhaps. I think soon.
This is just the seeds for the revolution, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The means of production.
Glad to have you all on board.
Don't listen to these fools. I'm with the party.
Well, we've got to continue our preparations for tomorrow. I assume we'll see you there.
Yes, indeed. We'll be there.
Sort of ushers you out of the tent. And I assume the party meets back up in town somewhere around 5 or 6.
Yeah. Could I, while I'm upstairs getting ready, just maybe take out my, shark's teeth and ask Umberly if we have managed to prevent this giant demon that Alik envisioned from attacking.
So this isn't augury, this is just
this is just
general plea.
asking. Just kind of seeing if she'll let me know
Okay.
which way or another.
Roll wisdom.
+8, I believe, if that's how.
Dear God, okay. So
That's
25.
exactly how it started.
Yeah, 25. And you're just asking if you managed to prevent...
Yeah, the rampaging shadow destroying town. If we were on the path that has prevented this, or if it's still coming.
You see just waves crashing on shore. You feel as though you're on a beach. The sun hits you. The salty air dries your skin. The waves suddenly part. Center. You feel yourself sort of rushing out into them between the parted waves. Find yourself in a cavern. Looks very similar to the caverns you've been spending the last couple of days in. And there's a large flattened rock formation that looks almost like an enormous pedestal or like a throne area. And on top of it is an enormous shadowy figure. Its lower half sort of wreathed in flame. Its upper half swirling with shadow. Then your vision fades.
Did I recognize the figure at all?
It's sort of just a dark, amorphous figure. You did get, again, that its lower half has sort of bright glowing flames.
Mm-hmm.
Not all the way surrounding it, just in bits around it. And it emits a soft light.
Do I feel like ominously about the vision?
Yeah.
Okay. I will like look at myself in the mirror for a minute, like twirl my dress a little bit, and then sigh and take it off and put my armor back on. And go meet up with everyone else, I guess, whatever they're doing.
Okay.
How long would it take for us to go from the west mining camp back to the area? A couple hours. We have enough time to like really get clean and all that shit.
Yeah, like an hour or two. You can definitely clean up on your way back. Oh, probably about an hour. It's not that far. It's like 3 or 4 miles. Yeah.
Perfect. I just thought it'd be hilarious that the girls show up prim and proper at least a little bit, and all the dudes covered just in mine. And Cora.
So Nerida, you're now wearing full plate.
Yeah, I'm wearing my armor. I like clean up myself a little bit, maybe.
Okay. Keep in mind that you could just bring your armor with you, and it would take 10 minutes to put it on.
Okay.
But you could just
Then
bring it with you.
I guess I'll just bring my armor in like a bag.
You like
10 minutes is like a lot
Got
of
like a
rounds
big
of
gym
combat,
bag.
though, right? Yeah.
Like
10 minutes
100,
is a long
like
time. Well, in
6
combat.
seconds.
Yeah.
A round of combat is 6.
In combat, it's an absurd amount of time.
Yeah.
Right? It's like,
6 seconds is like a round, so it's like 100.
let's see, 10 minutes is 600 seconds. So yeah, exactly. It's 100 turns. 100 rounds. Yeah, so folding this armor, you actually notice how incredibly finely made it is. Again, it has like a mirror sheen on it almost. It fits you perfectly, and it's even constructed such that it folds very nicely and compactly into your pack.
Well, I assume that I've kind of talked to everybody now, and they say that what's his name is going to Hollendar is going to create a distraction for
We've
us.
convinced him to make a political statement.
Okay.
Who knows how distracting it will be, but he will try to bring his people around.
And what's your plan when he creates a distraction?
It's getting looser and looser by the second as I come to the actuality of this plan. We need to separate the two Lachrimaeduses. Because they're going to be aware of each other. They're way too aware of each other.
Mm-hmm.
And
Are
Game of Thrones aware
Are
of
we
each
still
other.
planning on? Are we still planning on messing with the sister? I didn't think. I mean, Linnea doesn't seem like the. I don't know. That seems like a big risk.
We just want to keep our eyes on her so she doesn't go grabbing the book while we're not paying attention.
yeah,
It's
and
kind of
also,
hard to grab the book if I'm a little tiny spider.
oh, is it because it's in your pack?
I know, but the pack turns into a spider with me. Okay.
It's true.
But what if they capture you with some sort of magic that makes you shapeshift back, and then they have you in the book? Somebody else
Capture you in a little net.
while you are
Spider
a
net.
spider.
Can we just check in on how Lost is feeling with regards to his connection to the book, now that I assume our early morning exorcism has worn off?
Yeah, you can roll insight if you want to see how
It's not going to be
he
impressive.
seems while talking about it.
I would like to roll it also. As
I
well.
would
Okay.
also like to.
Okay.
I just want to take
We
the
all
mark.
like give him
Probably
the
for the
side,
best.
give him the
'cause
side
I
eye.
have +1, I think. Yeah, so 11 for me.
Alec is
That'll be 20 for me.
Alec is 24.
24.
So the clerics, as predicted, he seems pretty attached to it. He doesn't seem like you want to give it up. He may even be getting a little offended that people keep asking him about it. Very defensive.
All right, Lost. Since you're planning to become a spider, maybe somebody else should hold on to it for a while. Like Nerida. She's very perceptive. Seems unlikely
Sure.
that people would be able to get the drop on her and steal it.
I'll like put my hand out for the book. Or, you know, I'll take out like a piece of cloth. I don't want to touch it really. And like try to take it to like fold around it, put it with my armor.
You're just holding your hand out.
Yeah, I'm
with
like
cloth.
holding my hands out with like a cloth over them for
With
him,
your old
intending
shirt?
for him. Yeah, my old shitty shirt, pretending for waiting for him to place it.
Lost, roll wisdom.
D10.
You take the book from your pack. It feels like it's pulsing, and feels almost like it's pulsing at the same rhythm as your heart is beating. And you're holding it in front of you and just kind of looking at it. You don't want to give it up.
I'm really not sure. I mean, that this book is any less safe with me than anyone else. Any more safe with anyone else other than me. Excuse me.
How about it's more safe with 5 of us rather than 1 of us?
Well, we're all together, aren't we?
But we won't be later when you're a spider in someone's pocket.
Hmm.
And the party has spoken. So
Sneakily this time, I want to try and grab the book out of his hand.
All right, roll sleight of hand. And Lost, roll a dex save.
Oh, God damn it. +5, so 10.
Probably not going to work that well.
God damn it.
It's almost like as you move for the book, he has some supernatural predation and just smacks your hand.
Dude, Chance, stop trying to take the book from me, okay?
You're being weird about the book. I don't like this.
What do you mean I'm being weird? I'm just trying to keep it safe. I don't understand. I don't understand any of you.
Your chance of being
exactly.
Everyone's being a little weird about this book.
Yeah, I mean,
Exactly.
like,
But if you are truly a member of this party, you will see that the 5 of us are worried about you. And we are all asking you to give up the book just temporarily. You don't have to do it permanently. And you can understand the sense in following the 5 of us because we are your friends.
Roll persuasion.
Now, after this... Okay.
You can finish your
not afraid of
speech
that.
as well.
So go ahead and roll for me. I'm not in front of my computer.
Oh.
She can re-roll. What's your persuasion bonus? That looks cocked as hell to me, though. Yeah, that's definitely cocked.
I don't think I have one.
Can I chime in to help convince him?
Yeah.
Go ahead, chime in. Give him more.
You should maybe hand it over to one of us just so that we can take, it's for the best that we all get a little separation from this kind of magic. You've been carrying it around for a long time, and, we would hate for it to start to get to you in any way. We're just looking out for you, not that it's any fault of yours or anything like that. We're just trying to be supportive.
I mean, I feel fine. I don't understand why you think this book is affecting me at all.
What's that roll total?
17.
Jesus.
Oh, okay. She's pretty convincing.
Okay.
Even though you
Well,
just
fine.
met her recently, like, you feel a little bit better about handing the book over.
I got a 17 on religion. How much do I know about Shar that I can relate to? him?
Ooh. Let me tell you about Shar.
I mean, how much does Alik know about Shar?
So, with his 17, Goddess of Darkness, I think I've already told you this even, and the caverns, and of, like, caverns in general.
Right, I just want to know how much Alik would know to...
She's an evil goddess, opposed by her twin Selune, and presides over caverns, darkness, dungeons, forgetfulness, loss, night, and secrets, and the Underdark. Generally evil, not great.
Evil,
That's more or less
secrecy, darkness, manipulation. Got it.
Definitely opposed
So-
by Helm and Selune.
So Lost, like Shar. This is a book of Shar. Evil, goddess, fond of darkness and secrets and manipulation and all that. You don't know how this book could be affecting you. It's safer, I think, if we rotate it around a party to minimize any potential impact. And I know you're saying you don't feel anything, but we've been watching you when you try to let the book go. You kind of hesitate, as if you don't want to let it go. I know you think it's normal, but that's the influence talking, not you.
Okay, well, I guess Welwyn halfway convinced me. So I guess I will once again try to let go of the book.
Sure. You don't have to roll.
Okay.
You're definitely capable of handing it over. I assume you're handing it to Nerida, who still has her arm out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright. I take it, I don't look at it, I don't touch it, I wrap it up and I put it in my bag. with my
Noticeably, as he's handing it over to you, like, it takes him a second to release his grip on it.
arm. Thank you. I
See, I
Put it in
told
my
you
bag.
what. There was nothing affecting me. I handed it over.
Yeah, you were still white knuckling it until the last second there, man. That
Either way, we appreciate your strength and we appreciate you taking the rest of the group's concern into consideration.
Yes.
still frustrated with you.
Frustrated with me? You're the one who keeps on trying to steal the damn book.
From you.
And I will buy you a bottle of the tavern alcohol, the heavy stuff, whatever you've been drinking.
Tavern alcohol.
They
The
didn't
label
actually
just
tell
says
us. They were just a
tavern
black
alcohol.
bottle.
Ye old tavern alcohol.
Well, I'm not one to turn down a free drink.
The old toilet wine.
Oh boy. Okay.
And, before we split up, I will turn to Alik and say, that vision you had of a shadowy figure attacking the town that Helm sent you. I was doing some fortune telling earlier and I asked about it, and I got this distinct vision that this shadowy figure might not be completely at bay yet. We should probably keep an eye out.
Are we by ourselves or are we with others?
We're all in our rooms, I thought. That's
I imagine she pulled you aside for this.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
Okay,
so
yeah.
I'm gonna relay that I'm pretty sure the shadowy figure has something to do with the book. It's
Yeah,
nothing
that
to
would
do
make
with demons
sense.
And everything to do with the Book of Shadows. So it's something we need to destroy as soon as we are able.
Yeah,
Sooner,
but
at
still,
least,
maybe
yeah.
keep an eye out. I don't believe that our work is done in this town.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, did we pick up the armor?
Yeah, I
gave it to you
dropped
on the
the
spot.
ground for you
I got
right now.
armor.
Out of my armor space.
Oh, did you buy two
Yeah.
sets of armor?
No, Ali gets armor, and I'm upgrading my
okay.
glaive.
I see.
Did we sell the splint mail back to that guy when we went to pick it up?
Yeah,
Well, not splint mail. It's your chain mail, right? You're wearing.
I had
had
splint
splint.
mail.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can sell it back.
Half price?
We could talk about that during the break, which I think we're moving into
Okay.
now. I think that's a good place to break right before the Lachrimaedus party. I think also Chance and Welgwyn have to go, unfortunately, if I remember correctly.
We do, unfortunately.
Gonna miss the party.
Gonna miss the party, but
Oh no.
it's not that big a deal.
And they're
hopefully.
like the thief people who
Yeah.
care
It's
about
true.
thieving.
Who
It's
have
super
been informed
unfortunate.
as to what this mission is that we're going
That's
on.
true.
Yeah.
Why?
I made
My
a
character
Like,
would be
there's
like,
a
nah,
key
why are we
player.
doing this?
If we want, we could break, like, just stop early today to make sure Chance and Welgler are there for the party.
To
Because
be
it's
honest,
true.
I want to do that.
Yeah.
Either, but
Yeah, I want to keep playing, but I wouldn't mind stopping either.
I really
Yeah.
feel like Chance and Welglin should be there for the party. No, you're
Yeah.
not.
I
sorry.
definitely do. I mean, they're the master thieves
Okay.
amongst us.
Yeah.
Okay, so sorry to cut it short, everybody. Thank you all for showing up. Thank you to the players. No, this is great.
No worries.
I was
Life
really-
happens.
Yeah, I could have planned it differently too, but I think this is going to be great. So yeah, thank you to everyone who showed up on Twitch. I know some of you are here every week now, which is really amazing to me. I think I've seen Huggable Kittens, Tade, Angel of Light. I know I've seen before, so thank you guys for showing up.
Thank you.
We love you. Thank you from all of us. Thank you to the
Yeah.
players so much for showing up and indulging me. I think we have some things to think about for next time too. So see you next week for another Tales from Tuatha. Bye.
Bye.
pew pew.
Bye.
Finger pistols.